So this one over here is called a trumpet pitcher plant. It looks like a trumpet. You see it's narrow and it goes fatter towards the top. It gives off something sweet in the mouth of the plant, lures the insect and the drop on the inside. It's slippery and they can't back out, and that's how they get digested. Trumpet pitcher plants are outdoor full sun plants. Alright, 8+ hours direct sunlight. Keep the soil moist at all times, and then this one goes dormant in the winter time. Purple pitcher plants also uses a pitfall trap system. It gives off something sweet in the mouth of the plant. This one's got a two-parter, so it catches rainwater and it drowns the insects first, and then it's got glands at the bottom of the pitcher that digest the insects. Also outdoor full sun plants. Right, 8+ hours direct sunlight, keep the soil moist at all times, and these guys also go dormant in winter. They usually go dormant around about, let's say, Mayish, alright, and they wake up quite late, around November. The infamous Venus flytrap. Alright, Venus flytraps are American plants. Alright, so Venus flytraps uses a snap trap. Alright, so it's got a modified leaf. So the leaf has got a trap at the end of it, or very backies. So they lure the insect inside. They've got tiny little trigger hairs inside the mouth. Alright, so if you look at it, it's got a leaf and then it's got a type of mouth at the end with trigger hairs on the inside. It gives off something sweet, lures the insect, and it snaps shut on its insect. After this, as the insect struggles to get out, it creates a type of seal on the side, smothers the insect, and sucks all the juice from the fly. Right, Venus flytraps also go dormant in the winter time, so they tend to die back to a quarter of their summer size during winter. Forkleaf sundews look like a fork leaf. So there's a type of sundew that makes these forks at the end. So some of them fork only twice, some of them fork 4 times, 16 times, 32 times, wait for it, 64 times. Alright, it all depends on the variety. They usually grow anything between 20 and 50 centimeters, 50. So their type of trap is called a glue trap. Right, they've got these little tentacles with glue droplets at the end, lures the insect, and they get entangled in that glue, and that's how they get digested. Forkleaf sundews are outdoor full sun plants, and they're great companion plants with your trumpet pitchers, purple pitchers, Venus flytraps. And then these guys go completely dormant in winter, so they die completely back. Similar to forkleaf sundews, this is a Cape sundew. So Cape sundews also use glue traps to digest the insect. Each leaf is covered with tentacles with little sticky droplets. It lures the insect, it gets entangled in that glue, and that's how it gets digested. Alright, Viva South Africa. Alright, this one is coming from South Africa in the Western Cape. Alright, think matige temperature, mild temperatures. They don't like centurions 40 degrees. For that time I'll grow them outdoors, outside underneath a tree for some shade. And they do fantastic in the winter because they feel right at home. Alright, Cape sundews are one of the easiest plants to start your collection with, because they grow right through the year. So you'll always keep the soil moist and just protect them from frost. Next up is a much lesser known plant. This one is called a bladderwort. Alright, it looks like little tiny grasses. Alright, fantastic companion plant for all your other carnivorous plants. So bladderworts make tiny orchid little flowers. They're adorable. There's loads of different types of them. They use a trap called suction traps, which is underneath the soil. This is the fastest trapping carnivorous plant in the complete beginner range. Alright, but all the magic happens below the soil, unfortunately. Nice companion plant for all of your plants. Alright, so you can grow them indoors on a north facing windowsill, you can grow them outdoors underneath a tree, or you can grow them in full sun with your Venus flytraps, trumpet pitchers, purple pitchers. Right, always keep the soil moist, never let the soil dry out on these guys. They are also frost tender, and they usually flower at the end of September in the spring and summer. Another glue trap, this one is called Mexican Butterworts. Mexican Butterworts come from, yes, you guessed it, Mexico. They also use glue traps very similar to sundews. Alright, but the glue traps are on top of the leaf and it's very small. So if you look really closely, you'll see it almost looks like it's shining at the top. So they lure the insect and they get stuck on top of the leaf. Mexican butterworts are really, really good house plants. Alright, so these guys don't do outside full sun. They do really well on a north facing windowsill with about 2 to 4 hours direct sunlight. Their flowers are gorgeous, and that's actually why we grow them. Alright, you get some of them that grow to the size of a 10-cent coin, and then you get others like Gigantia that'll grow about 30 centimeters across, 30. Crazy, ne? Alright, this one you'll grow very much like a succulent. You keep the soil moist, make sure it doesn't stand in water because they tend to rot after some time. This one over here is called the tropical pitcher plants. The easy name for this is monkey cups. Dis nie die ou man se pyp nie. Nee. Alright, so these are tropical rainforest plants. They come from areas like Malaysia, Borneo, Papua New Guinea, Thailand, lekker humid daar. Okay, so think warm and humid. Okay, so this is the growth point on the inside. Then it makes the leaf and these little outstretched arms. So that little arm is called a tendril with a pitcher or a cup at the end. Right. So this one is also a fantastic house plant. They're really nice for outdoors underneath a tree. Think semi-shade. Orchids, ferns, things like that. And they also don't go completely dormant in winter time. If they're exposed to the colder temperatures, the cups die off, but the foliage or the leaves will remain. Alright, and they will start growing actively when it gets warmer again during springtime. Orchidea, ek weet allerlei ander vulle stories.